Hey guys, my name is AZERBAIJAN Gaming and today I'm back with another video, and today I'm back with part 5 of my F1 2019 career mode here in Spain. And if you didn't watch the last video, I suggest you go watch that. We did get 2 upgrades on the car, where we bought 3, but only one of them made it. So we will, after practice, we'll just be able to just simply redo that and have it for the car for the Monaco. But yeah, if you didn't watch the last couple of videos, I suggest you go watch them. They've been pretty decent videos. Last time out, we did actually manage to get our first points on the board. We only got to come 10th, but a point is more than nothing. So I'm happy with that. Especially in this Williams car, I didn't actually think I'd be able to get any points until about Italy. I know I said that like Azerbaijan is probably our best chance, but I still didn't think we was going to get points. But we are up to 407 resource points. That should be enough to get the upgrade on the car. And be for sure have it on the car for Monaco next weekend or next episode. I mean, but yeah, it is going to be a wet not quali a wet qualifying, a dry race though. So yeah, it's not going to be too bad. I'd rather have a wet quali than a wet race. So, but yeah, speaking of which, let's go into qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix.
You join us today at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya for what's bound to be a really hectic qualifying as the teams compete to set the best lap times. The competition is certainly heating up as we head into today's qualifying. Some impressive times showing up during the previous practice sessions. Anthony Davidson, do you think we can expect a similar level of skill to be showcased during today's qualifier?
Well, I certainly hope so. The competition here is extremely tight, and I think we might see some very close times today. Remember, practice isn't just about fastest lap times though, it's about optimization, it's about ratifying your decisions. No one's going to be sweating small mistakes here and there, but in qualifying that all changes. You need to nail that perfect lap or face the consequences, and believe me, that's a lot of pressure.
So here we are in Q1, setting our first lap time here in the full wet. This is the first time I've been on these tyres this whole career mode. It was on the Inters in practice in Azerbaijan. We didn't get to see that because I'm not using that anymore. But yeah, we go P10 straight away. But that was definitely last. So this is going to be our final run in Q1. It is going to be the wet tyres still, and hopefully we'll be able to get through. I don't know, I find that the rain equalises out the field. It gives the lower down teams a little bit of a chance against the top teams. Not by much, but a little bit. But we were going into the first couple of corners, we were up until with the exit of turn 2, going into turn 3 and was down. But as we go up to the line, unfortunately, we're going to be down by 2 seconds. We're going to actually go for one more lap. We have 10 seconds to set this lap time, and this will be our final lap time of the session, and hopefully we'll be able to manage to get us through into Q2. I doubt we will, because we still, even though it's raining, like I said, it just equalises out the field. I still highly doubt we'll be able to get into Q2. It's not exactly like, I don't know, the gap's probably about 2 seconds. I'm not sure, but we're up by a pretty decent amount of temps right now. I can't actually read how many, that's why I said pretty decent amount. So hopefully we can build on this little this improvement, and I don't know, I want to be in like the 139s. I think that'll be a good enough lap time to get us through. I'm not sure what Verstappen's set for his provisional pole, but as long as we get, I don't know, as long as I beat my teammate, I don't really mind going up the fast. Well, in the dry, it's a fast right-hander, flat out basically, but not in Williams or in the rain. Going a little bit deep in the hairpin, not as deep as I did on the lap that I set previously, that we're trying to beat, so that means I improved by 1 point something seconds already. Now we've only got 4 corners left to go. I need a good chicane, I need a good exit from the chicane as well. That is where we can lose our whole lap here. Going over the curb, losing the back end a little bit. We managed to catch it halfway through, losing the back end on the exit as well. We haven't lost that much time on the exit. We're at the final corner, up to the line. We will be able to get through up to the line. It's going to be P11. We are into Q2 for the first time in F1 2019 career mode. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's the first time we've been into Q2 in the career mode. But unfortunately our teammate is knocked out. So's Albon, Butler, Raikkonen and Stroll. No surprise from Stroll there in last place, but it is what it is. I say that way too much now. So yeah, that is, I'm buzzing that I'm into Q2. But I don't. If I'm 15th, then I'm 15th. Really, I don't really mind. I'm just happy that we got into Q2. It's going to be intermediate conditions though in Q2. Speaking of which, we set our first lap time, which is a 1:38.2, I think that says. But as we go around the final corner to go set our final lap, we are currently P15, so we do need to improve if we want to gain any more positions and not start 15th in the last place of Q2. But we're down currently as we go into turn 1 by nearly 3 tenths. Well, now we've gained so much time there. Jesus, look how much time we've gained. I don't know what happened on that first lap, but it must have been really bad. As we come out of turn 3, end the first sector, we're only 5 tenths slower than what Bottas set, which is in a Williams compared to a Mercedes is not actually that bad. I think in the dry would probably be like 7 tenths. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, the difference between the Mercedes and the Williams. Like, the Williams, we're going to make, eventually, this should be, hopefully, be a championship winning car. But it's going to be a long journey, and hopefully by the end of season 1, we'll be fighting with the front of the midfield. Which, well, hopefully, that will be good enough to set us up for the championship in season 2. We might have to do season 3 as well, going a bit deeper, missing the apex to the hairpin. Well, I guess it's a hairpin, and the left-hander riding the curb there. Now 4 corners left to go after this one. But now we are still up. I think that says 2 seconds. I can't actually read. I'm pretty sure it says 2 seconds. So this is going to be a really big improvement. Not going on the curb, losing the back end a little bit on the left-hander of the chicane. Final corner, flat out. We're out of VRS, but up to the line. Where will we be starting? The Spanish Grand Prix going to be P13. As it stands, but as the session goes on, we've dropped down to P14, which I'm happy with. We're not starting 15th, which is the last place in this session, so I'm not actually complaining, to be honest. That's actually like really good. I'm happy with 14th, our best qualifying session of the career mode, and yeah, I'm very happy with that. I'm pleased with that, especially in this Williams and in the rain, which I'm not actually the best at. Not gonna lie, being humble there.
Let's have your thoughts.
But so Claire wants to give us some questions. It's been a great qualifying session for you. Are you going to carry that momentum into the race? Well, hopefully I can. Might be a chance to get us some points. That's the plan. The weather hasn't been ideal in qualifying. What was your take on it? Who can predict the weather? Even the weatherman gets it wrong. Got 2 sportsmanship answers in a row there. And yeah, that's it for Claire. She's happy with that little interview, and we've actually because we out-qualified our teammate, we're now leading our rivalry, so thank God for that. That gives us a little bit of leeway. Only 1 point now, but it's better than nothing, I suppose, or we're losing. We're also going to get a pretty decent amount of resource points here. 150 what for? I'll take that. I'll take that very much. A rep with most, well, Toro Rosso and Williams has gone up as well. Right. And yeah, it's going to be a dry, well, cloudy race, so dry. We've got 560 points. That could be another upgrade to go on the car, but I doubt that between qualifying and the race we'll put one on. But yeah, we need, like, oh actually no, speaking of which, we are actually going to finally get that upgrade on the car, but let's go into the race for the Spanish Grand Prix to see if we'll get any points, back-to-back points.
What does the Spanish Grand Prix have in store for us today, I wonder? I hope we see some tight wheel-to-wheel action down the main straight, circa Mansell and Senna way back in '91, or maybe we'll have a more strategic race here on a track where overtaking can be difficult. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to ask you about Nico Hülkenberg. They're in for a tough race today. They'll be starting out of position due to a penalty from earlier in the weekend.
It's unfortunate, but it happens to everyone at some point. You just have to accept your fate, knuckle down and get on with the business of making up that deficit during the Grand Prix. So they'll be pushing hard today. One to watch for sure.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Pierre Gasly and Verstappen, Ricciardo, Perez, Grosjean and Lando Norris, Weber, Magnussen, Nico Hülkenberg, Joker, Sainz, Albon, George Russell and Devon Butler, Raikkonen and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So here we are, sat on the grid, and unfortunately we didn't get promoted because of Hülkenberg's penalty, starting right beside us, just to our left there. But it's good. Once again, it's going to be a one-stop strategy: the mediums to the hards. Yeah, basically the same strategy we've had every single Grand Prix so far. Monaco's next, so it might be the same there, depending on whether it's saying if it's raining or not. Hopefully it's not, because Monaco in the rain will be chaos. I can tell you that now. It will be chaos. Well, but yeah, the plan for this race, hopefully get in the top 10 at the start and just hold it out as long as possible. If we don't get points, I'm not really bothered. We only got points last time out because of retirement, so it's not exactly going to be the easiest of things to get points in this Grand Prix. So if we don't get points, I don't really mind. As long as we have a good race and some entertaining races and battles, yeah, that should be fun. But as we line up on the grid, instead of the Spanish Grand Prix, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. The Spanish Grand Prix, lights out, and away we go. There's a lot of wheel spin from Hülkenberg there, but he still gets a better start than us. What is this? I've obviously have cold tyres, but Sainz has already got past us, so's our teammate. As we go 3 wide, really, I'm going to lunge up the inside of both the McLaren, Hülkenberg, my teammate, and one of the Hasses. I think that's Grosjean as well. He's going to have the inside line for turn 2, but that might give us the inside line for turn 3, which is more important, I would say. And it does, but we're going to go wide. He's going to do the under and over on us. So actually, no, it's going to be Hülkenberg. He's managed to get past the Haas and myself as we hit the back of Norris just as braking. So we moved up from P14 to P12 off that start and into turn 5 now. We're going to lunge up the inside of Norris, just hitting the back of Weber, but we've managed to get into P11 and 1 place off that final points paying position. But lap 2, going into turn 3, Weber has managed to get past Perez, slowing each other up they have, but we're going to go very, very wide. dirtym.com/goes to Narnia, and Norris has managed to get past us. We're going to lunge up his outside, back round his outside, I mean, and but we've managed to lose the position. But then we've lost the position to Hülkenberg as well, who we actually have the inside line into turn 5. We're going to squeeze him out and just hold the position of P12. Just for now, ahead of the German, but he's more than likely just going to get past us once again. Speaking of which, lap 5, losing the back end massively through the chicane mid-lap and into the fast right-hander turn 9. Hülkenberg's up our inside to give us such a good chance for the German. Also, Magnussen in the Haas is going to go round our outside. Are we going to brake later? We're actually going to lunge up the inside of the German, of Hülkenberg, breaking his front wing, which is a bit unfortunate. But we're back up into P12, bit of a desperate lunge, which is a bit unfortunate, but we kept P12. We're going on to lap 10 now. Here comes K-Mag. He's going to have the slipstream, DRS, probably rich mix, and probably overtake mode. He's on the hard tyres, so he's going to be going longer than Grand Prix than us. We're going until lap 14, I'm pretty sure, and then coming into the pits. It's either lap 12 or lap 14, but we've dropped down to P13. It's actually going to be lap 14, yeah. But we're coming in for our pit stop, and we're going to go into the hard tyres, as you saw at the start. And that's going to be our final pit stop. Hopefully Williams can give us a very fast pit stop. They have recently, like every single pit stop I've had, apart from the one in Australia when I had to change my front wing, it's been super fast. So hopefully he can be a sub 1 minute, 1.8 seconds. Sub 1 minute, Jesus Christ. If there's 1 minute pit stop, God. 1.8 seconds. We come out in P17, but now Albon and so's Raikkonen and Russell, our teammate, have all come into pits and we've dropped down to P14. Norris still to come, actually Stroll, who comes into pits on lap 21. K-Mag has also come into pits, but he's miles ahead of us. Sebastian Vettel's now at the Grand Prix. As I say that, on lap 22, and this is what happened to the 4-time world champion. His engine just blew up at the back and there's smoke pouring from his exhaust. So that's the end of the race for the 4-time world champion, quadruple. And yeah, but on lap 23, we're just going to go past the stricken Ferrari there, moving us up into P12 for this Spanish Grand Prix. But lap 33, nothing really happened in the last 10 laps. Valtteri Bottas wins the Spanish Grand Prix. That's another Mercedes win. I don't know how many they've won now. I think they've won 3 in a row. I think they've won 3 in a row. But we're going to come round the final corner to come home for a pretty decent P12, I'd say. It's not really the most exciting Grand Prix. But yeah, P12 is P12. I'll take it. No points.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great
at least we
victory here
finished.
today.
At least we finished. Can't say the same
What do you
about
think it
Sebastian
was,
Vettel
Hans,
though.
that gave them the edge
Every
over
single
the
race we've
competition
done so
today?
far, the 5 races, we've had 5 retirements at least. In total, I think we've had, how many have we had? We've had 2, 4,
over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls.
we've had 7 retirements. Quick maths there. That took a while. We've had 7 retirements
And I can see the drivers
so far.
starting
Charles
to
Leclerc's
approach
actually not on the podium.
victory
It's actually a Red Bull for once.
A real team
Yes, it's not a
victory
Ferrari.
today. Everybody played
It's
their
not a
part.
Mercedes Ferrari
Congratulations
podium
then to
anymore.
Mercedes,
It's got a
your
Red
race
Bull there.
winners today.
Yes, lad. Valtteri Bottas gets the win, spraying his champagne all over the cars and all over the crowd, and now Max Verstappen. But yeah, we are getting progress. I see progress in this Williams car, especially from Australia, where we're struggling so much. I feel
Let's see
this
what
car is
effect this
so
result has had
improved
on the driver's
from the start of the F1
After
season.
today's performance, Valtteri
And we
Bottas
still are only
secures
5
the
races in.
championship lead. Some
We
amazing
have
talent
so
out on the track
much
today.
to
But Anthony, who would you pick
still
as
to
your
improve,
driver of the day?
and hopefully we can.
Put in an
And
impressive performance
yeah,
today. No doubt his
hopefully we
team
can
and
be fighting
fans
for
were extremely
podiums.
proud.
Let's move on to
The
the
start of next
constructors.
season. But we've
Mercedes
dropped down to
continue to
P9
extend their
in
lead.
the
It was
Constructors'
also a strong
Championship
showing
there,
from
because
the
McLaren with a
team
pretty
today.
decent points
As they
haul
make their way
have
up the
moved
standings.
into 7th
It's
place.
been
So
an absolutely wild
they've also
weekend
gone
of
ahead of
Formula
Alfa
One
Romeo.
action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Yeah, but I feel like McLaren are one step ahead of us. I feel like my level is Alfa Romeo, Toro Rosso, Williams. Like that's one level. Level 2 is McLaren, Force India, and Haas. Level 3 is Renault, and level 4 is Red Bull. Then level 5 is Ferrari and Mercedes. That's what I feel like it is so far. As we get 385 points from that race, pretty decent amount of resource points there. That it's not going to be enough for an upgrade. Actually, it's going to be enough for another upgrade. It's at least a minor upgrade. We've got another transcript from our old teammate, and we finally get one from Devon. Because I didn't actually see if we got one from him in the in Australia. I couldn't think then. But yeah, he said like he got asked if we like about how he finished ahead of me, and if he was better than me or stuff. But he did a pretty decent result. Me and Weber's pretty decent. I think we're doing pretty good. My value apparently for my contract is so low compared to what my contract value is. So I don't know what you're doing, Williams, mate. But I've got points where in real life both your drivers, well, neither of your drivers do. So sort that out, Williams, mate. As we're going to get now an aerodynamic rear downforce car upgrade, which cost us like 500 and something resource points there, which is fantastic. Maybe 600, but that's fantastic. So that should be on the car for Monaco unless it fails. But Monaco is the next Grand Prix. It's going to be a bloody fuckfest. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video though for the Spanish Grand Prix. And I'll see you in Monaco. I've been CJH Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.